What's up all you rockin' dudes and dudettes, Toy Shiz here, and I got a really quick video for you today. We're going to be talking the top hottest action figures for the week of November 2nd. These are the latest and greatest that are hitting shelves. Now, that shouldn't be any problem for you to find this weekend. There's a lot of stuff hitting. We got a lot to cover, so let's get into it. First of all, we're going to be heading to Target. Shout out to Vault Boy Danny on Instagram. He came across the new NECA Toys Ultimate Alien action figures. There's a blue one, there's a yellow one. Take your pick or grab both. You're going to be looking to pay about 28 bucks for each of them. A little bit extra articulation on both. And as far as accessories go, they're pretty much stacked. So be on the lookout for those this weekend. For those of you that like the Jakks Pacific World of Nintendo action figures, there are 3 new ones that are starting to hit Target stores now. This is kind of the fall release ones, and they are looking fantastic. Special shout out to @Playtime on Instagram. He came across his at Target, and subsequently I actually saw them at GameStop today. However, I only saw the Mario with the Cappy. I did not see the Luigi, nor did I see the Propeller Mario, but they are starting to hit stores now. Just be on the lookout. There's some fantastic additions to your Super Mario / World of Nintendo collections. With the Nintendo motif at Target as well, I came across these in the video game kind of collectibles area. Not necessarily where they keep the NECA and the Funko. This is where you have the plushies and all the video game related Nintendo merchandise. This is by the Good Smile Company. This is a I always say this wrong. Nendo Droid? And anyway... Anyways, look like a little chibi looking Mario. He comes stacked with a whole bunch of accessories. Really a great looking figure. It's gonna set you back about 50 bucks though. That's the only thing. Nendo Droid. That's what it is. I could totally say this. Anyways, 50 bucks if you want to grab him. I did ask Target, however, if you could use the 25% off coupon, and if you kind of just ask nicely and show them the coupon does not specifically say Nintendo action figures. It only says video games and video games accessories. This is an action figure. They will definitely honor it, so just keep that in mind. Be nice to the customer service people. They're just doing their jobs, but if you play your cards right, they'll definitely take care of you. And still in keeping with the Mego action figures that are exclusive to Target, you're going to want to pick up the Frankenstein Monsters figure. That is looking so sharp. I have not come across it myself. I know a lot of people have found it all over California, San Diego, and all over the rest of the United States. So it is out there. It is hitting rather light. Expect them to be kind of sort of hitting more between now and I would say the end of November. More when Wave 2 kind of hits a lot more. It's been sparse here and there, certain figures here and there and such. And also be on the lookout for already Wave 3, which has been found at Target as well. You're going to find the werewolf action figure. That is looking fantastic as well. Third one in the Monsters movie line. And they're both going to look great with your Wave 1 Dracula. Moving on, and this is actually the first, we'll say, board game as opposed to action figure. This is also at Target. Also looks to be a Target exclusive. This is the original Crossfire board game. Shooting marble game, whatever you want to call it. It was awesome. You know, the crossfire, you get caught up in the... And now you're probably singing it, and I hope it's stuck in your head because it's been stuck in my head all day after finding this dang thing in the store. 25 bucks. Go and grab it. It's in the Target games section. You're going to love it. And then your opponent is going to spin away after you defeat him on the other marble thing, and you can fist pump as he does. Whatever. You can finally leave Target now and head over to the Disney store because, man, oh man, they are getting a ton of new product in. First and foremost, people are finally starting to find the Marvel Select Iron Man Mark 50 armor from the Avengers Infinity War movie. It looks amazing. It looks a heck of a lot better than what the Hasbro one did. I'm sorry, Hasbro, but you know, the whole point of this armor is to have all these really cool attachments and gauntlets and rockets and whatever else that Tony Stark could do it because it's nanotech. It's cool, right? Anyways, it's going to set you back about 25 bucks. Check it out on the, or actually in the store. It's not actually online just yet, but be on the lookout for it. A lot of you Star Wars collectors out there are finally going nuts because 3 brand new, and I say brand new with quotation marks, deluxe, because these were former Toys R Us exclusives, and we all know what happened with that. We don't need to rehash that. God, we don't need to rehash that. Anyways, we got Zuckuss, we got the dead Stormtrooper, and we have the really disappointing Captain Phasma character. There's nothing wrong with the action figure. It's actually pretty cool. She's got part of her mask blown off like it appeared in The Last Jedi. The dead Stormtrooper is the Stormtrooper with the blast effects. That was a Asian Toys R Us exclusive. They brought it over as well. And then Zuckuss, of course, Toys R Us exclusive, found a new home for him at the Disney store. All three can be picked up now in store or online. Zuckuss is $25. Phasma is $20, and I believe the Stormtrooper with the blast effects is actually going back and forth between $20 and $25. So not a bad set of figures to find. Hope you can find them this weekend. They're all pretty fantastic. Making our way towards GameStop. Now, this I think is the figure everyone wants to find, but you're going to have a little bit of a hard time finding him, and it's not because he's limited. It's not because they're not going to make too many of them, yada yada. This is the Gamerverse PS4 Marvel Legends Spider-Man. That's a tie-in to the video game that came out on the Sony PlayStation. And it's just one of those figures, only I think a little bit were released. I don't know if they're exactly honoring. Man, this thing, it's kind of a jumbled mess. You kind of have to follow it this way. You could pre-order it, I think like February, March. It said it was going to be released in December 31st of the end of this year. Then it was November, then it's the end of November, now it's been November 1st. So you can go out and find it. Technically, you're pretty much only going to find it if you were able to kind of do the store pre-order thing, and that's what I did. But I had pre-ordered it back in February, and I just had it shipped to store, so I never really had a guaranteed figure. I was just kind of doing that. So I think that's the route you're going to have to take. Just be patient. If you don't find them this weekend, if you don't find them in store or anything like that, you will. It's not limited. It will be hitting quite substantially. Not to worry. It just might be, you know, just a little bit longer to actually just walk into the store and be able to pick one up. So not to worry. And just be on the lookout that it might actually not just stay a GameStop exclusive, much like the Back in Black Deadpool. There's nothing confirmed, nothing said just yet, but that is the rumor, so keep that in mind as well. And then a number of other, not exclusives, but just figures that were kind of sort of earlier announced and now they're hitting. We got the Funko Savage World Thundercats line. Those look great. And then also the recently announced Disney Afternoon Wave 2 by Funko. I came across Launchpad McQuack and Gizmo Duck. I did not see Gadget nor King Louie. I just feel like maybe those are the only two they got in right now. But if you want them, be on the lookout. I kind of sort of would wait. GameStop has a little bit higher prices on these things. That's the only kind of thing to keep an eye out for. But take advantage of holiday sales. Take advantage of the 25% off if you want them. That's going to last from, I think, November 1st through the 8th. So definitely do that. 25% off taken right at the register. Go and hit up your GameStops and find some rad stuff. So with that, I'm going to leave you. That's my list of the top hottest action figures for the week of November 2nd. As always, be on the lookout. Let me know if you find anything rad. Kind of sort of hitting Walmart stores again, and subsequently ordered to store that Marvel Legends Thanos that came out way back at the beginning of this year, January, February. You can kind of sort of find that one. Hit up your Marshalls, hit up your Ross. A lot of interesting toys hitting there. Found the Infinity Gauntlet, some old Mario toys. People have been finding a lot of Jada Ghostbusters and stuff like that. So keep your eyes peeled. Let me know what you find. Let me know if you see anything rad ever. I'd love to talk toys with you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, find some fantastic action figures like all of these. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.